Hello to the two people who've accidentally stumbled upon this video. Don't go just yet, because I think that we've got something special here. This is potentially a next-gen console first, if not, well, sorry, world first, if not a console world first. We've got a completely automated self-storage system, as in dump it all in a box, walk away, and it will happily put everything you could possibly desire into an orderly fashion, ready for you to come and collect it as and when you want it. This is a 100% survival world. This has all been done with mined materials, hand-placed blocks, painstaking programming, working out little teething problems and all sorts of stuff, which will explain why this building is a little bit, well, it's still under construction, shall we say. But what I thought was, while we're redecorating, because we built the entire thing out of cobblestone, just to make it creeper resistant, while we're redecorating, I thought I'd just show you how this thing works, and put it out there, because I've had a little search on YouTube, and to my knowledge this is a world first. Nobody's put a video up so far of their survival world's fully automated storage system. So I mean, basically the intake is here, either via track, minecarts will come in, or manually into this chest here. Items will be then fed along this conveyor belt line all the way around the outside, all the way around the outside. Wherever that cobblestone is, that covers up the conveyor belt hoppers, so nothing undesirable drops in, and that will follow all the way around to the other side. Underneath the actual mechanics of these, we've got the top line here is the conveyor belt hoppers. They'll then feed into a programmed hopper, which is this fella here, for instance, programmed for lapis only. When an item passes over the top, the hopper will try and drop it down. If that item is not lapis, it will then move along to the next block, if it's not lapis block, until it finds its right spot. If it is lapis, what will happen is it will drop down into that hopper there, it'll add an extra item to that hopper, activate the comparator, which will activate the redstone, which will activate the repeater, which will deactivate the torch, allowing the item to drop through and into the lapis chest, or the appropriate chest. Well, it's a really simple design, but it's been repeated on a grand scale here. As you can see, that a lot of resources have gone into this, and it works, which is the main thing. We've also got attached to it, right, I'm walking around, we've also got attached to it the auto harvester and a butler system. So this little fella here will happily whiz round the tracks all day long, collecting your lovely potatoes, and he's even going to cook them for you, and I'll show you that in a second. First of all, I'll show you this thing in action. We'll go and grab some shinies, because they are last in the line, and grab all of those diamonds there, all of that gold, and all of that iron. What we'll do is we'll place these manually in the box, get them started. There you go, you can see that's starting to tick down now, starting to count away. What we'll do as well is we'll put the bone meal in as well, because the bone meal isn't programmed into this system. So anything that isn't programmed and item framed and in this system here will do the full circuit of the conveyor belt. It will never find a home, so it's going to come full circle under this cobblestone here. Let me show you. It's going to go full circle until it reaches here to the overspill boxes, and it's going to drop in there, and drop into the overspill. So we've got no bone mill in there at the moment. Eventually bone mill will turn up in there. I'm going to send this mine cart across. This is usually attached to the mine, but I'm clearing out the old storage, which is the desert temple over here. The old, manual storage system. But that would usually come straight up from the mine and get fed straight into here. So this is the intake. These carts will stack up 3 at a time. Just show you he's emptying. There you go, glowstone's going in. These will stack up 3 at a time. When a 4th cart comes along, he's going to nudge this cart off of the powered rail, and it's going to send him back. So you can just keep going full circle. It's automated. It's nice. It's easy. It's simple. We'll harvest the farm now. Clickety click. Down come the potatoes. Into the hopper. And then what we do is we'll send the butler on his way. Off he goes. Now what he's going to do is he's going to collect, he's very rapid, but he's going to collect 2 potatoes at a time from there. He's going to bring them here, deposit 1 into the furnace, and then collect the cooked potato from there. Do we have an issue? Yeah, we have an issue because I didn't empty that. This was previously a wheat farm, and obviously wheat, excuse me, wheat can't be cooked. So, yeah, the potatoes will be dumped in there. I know what's happened here. He's filled himself up on wheat, and he's not depositing potatoes. Stop him here. Oh no, he's got potatoes. Go on in, mate, off you go. Or is it the hopper? The hopper's got poisonous potatoes in. Excellent. Don't really want any of them. Next run round. Come on, mate. Do this for me. Seeds now. There we go. There we go. Right, so he'll be picking up potatoes now, dropping them in. They're going to get cooked. As they get cooked, they'll be deposited into this chest, and as he comes back round, he's going to pick them up. Don't want to get in his way here. He's going to pick them up, come drop them off, cooked and raw, into the system along the conveyor belts until they find their home in, where are you? The potato bit there, cooked and raw. So you've always got something to replant and some cooked potatoes, really easy, very simple, incredibly effective. Let's have a little look how this is doing. This should be nearly empty, if not empty. There we go, it's emptying the bone meal. Chest's empty, just cart's empty, sorry. And what should be happening now is that's getting fed round. That should get fed round to the overspill. I'll give you some figures on this. The total amount of storable items here, we've got 122 possible individual types of item that can be stored here. So, from there's 4 there and all the way around, 122 of each, from mob drops, building blocks. Because this is a survival world, we've mainly got cobblestone and smooth stone, stuff like that. The stuff that you're going to need to build with, to build some nice stuff. All laid out in a fairly good order. It's these things as well, the composite blocks, so netherrack, singular bricks, to the bricks, clay blocks, clay balls, clay individual bricks, and the brick blocks, as well as dusts, quartz and glowstone and coal, and the coal blocks, all accounted for next to each other, so they're nice easy access. Mob drops, got some more mob drops over here. We've got the wood section. you know, so saplings, the planks, and the raw wood, one for each. So if you've got a spare plank or a spare sapling or whatever, you just chuck it into the system, and you are never going to run out of these things. Seeds as well, never run out of them anyway. But redstone blocks, redstone, all the foods you could possibly ever imagine or need or want for trading or just surviving, plus your hard-earned shinies. Yeah, so the kind of resources that went into this were pretty ridiculous. There's 335 chests here, half of which are trap chests, so that we can place them next to each other like this. And there's one bit of iron goes into each trap chest, so that cost 335 iron just for the chests alone. There's 598 hoppers here, which is 2,990 iron plus another 598 chests. Quite a lot. It's taken a long while to gather these resources. This world's been going since Minecraft first came out on PS4, so you know that wasn't really an issue. The redstone wise, it's 122 comparators, repeaters, and torches, plus 244 bits of redstone. So that's one repeater, one comparator, one torch, and 2 bits of redstone per stack of hoppers, or per individual item, which is expensive. And that comes out as a grand total of 421,632 individual items, singular items, can be stored in here. So it's nearly, well, it's 400 odd thousand individual items, man. I was going to say nearly 500,000. Well, it is nearly 500,000. So yeah, nearly 500,000 items can be stored here. So yeah, on a survival world, you're pretty good, you know. Like I say, we're in the process of redecorating. That massive mob spawner at the top there is going to have to be lit up, but that's going to happen as and when. Butler boy is going to run around all day long. He's happy to cook your potatoes for you, keep you fed. You know, this is just absolutely amazing. This is a Minecraft dream come true for me, because I'm all about storage and order and being able to access stuff nice and easily. It's going to free up a lot of my time to actually go out and build some stuff now. I'm going to give a shout out to the guys who helped make this possible. The design and, well, I'd say concept. I mean, the mechanics were given to you by Mojang and 4J. You know, the ability has been given to you with the title update 19, but the design, programming, general layout, and all that. Big up to Ragnar666 and the butler system and the auto farm. All him. You know, I hand in the resources. He tells me, he tries to explain to me how it all works, but you know, I'm getting there. I understand this now. So, but yeah, massive thanks to him and any of the lads who've been on to help mine for these resources, to help build the building, protect it from being blown up or people getting murdered while programming and all that sorts of good stuff. So Oz1507, Destiny Fanboy, GTP Hitman, iTaliban Hunter, J Vigus, Wooten12, Treyalp, anybody else who's been on to help strip that mine monotonously and relentlessly. Cheers, thanks a lot. You know, this really is something, man. This has got to be a world console first, and if anybody doubts otherwise, then I'd like to see a video that shows something of this scale done 100% survival, because I couldn't find one. So I mean, if anybody's particularly interested in how this was built, I'm quite happy to do a creative video build of building something this size, but there's no way I'm gonna go onto anybody's world and build this for them. I'll do a video if there's any interest. But yeah, thanks a lot to all those lads. You're wicked. You're absolutely superstars. Yeah, sweet. Take it easy, people.